boss. Wait, what's the thing on this one? Zoom, do I have a damaged one? Come on. Ow. What the hell just happened? I literally went, oh, he must have fucking thrown something at me. The shotgun's pretty useful. I'm gonna move the shotgun for the rapid fire spinner. Just so I can deal with anything. I wish I could get. See, if I just put damage mods on it, it'd be perfectly fine. But we'll get rid of the shadow and we'll put spin. That's a damage mod. Rate of fire. Whoa, that was close. So you get this poor fucker. I feel sorry for this poor fucker. Like, he's stuck there and he's gonna die. I don't know what the fridge does, but I wish it did. Why it has to be stared at constantly. That does nothing. That does absolutely nothing. Like, fuck that thing. Now this thing. Grip.
TV. Another object of power gone nuts. Here we go again.
What's something had a strange spherical phenomenon? Fishing in the wilderness, described as a black sphere, just off the bow of the ship. The crew are throwing toothpick, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after the vessel and lost structural integrity, the ship metal adjusted, fell apart within minutes. The ship sank. The sphere lowered into the water, passing fishing vessels called the Rescue for surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last notification and began diving operation. Intelligence 4, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely restored except for its anchor. Agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, nor behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided by handling the anchor, provide harmless. The item was transported to the U.S. port of arriving in New York. It was brought to the via the subway system, I think. Corrupted by the hiss. Interesting. Levitate a superhero over obstacles. Whoa, whoa. Okay. This is my max height. Fuck off.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
That's that looks like a swan. That is a swan. Interesting. What's that? A box. Oh, is that the anchor? I don't see an anchor. I thought there was an anchor there. Hang on a minute. Okay. Just broken shit. Uh-huh. What the hell is that? That's a fucking crowbar.
Dylan. He's so close.
Hello? Can you hear me? Jesse. Are you there, Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
This is ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna go down there because I want to. There has to be something. Otherwise, we're stuck here. So they did put a lot of security.
Alright, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, her sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped you'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau. If she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. And she got what she wanted.
Great. So, she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
Remember.
What about family and friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait. We're not... End of session.
This is great. She hates me now. I need to get in there. How do you live it got? Okay, so where is he? He's over here.
Keep your eyes open.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus, right. My name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
I feel sorry for Philip. Just... Wait, what? Oh, thank God. Open the door, Feck Langston.
I better not get blamed for this mess and then...
There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day, I totally forgot.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard Bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well. What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I checked. Better health. That's not to sit in here over. No one knows the Panopticon collection. I'm, close to them, you know.
I can't tell.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
Flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
Yeah, he's not wrong with that.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years, and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
Yes, the gun picked you. Let's go back up to...
Like always.
I need to... Firstly, we need to open this up. Get missions, and... And then we need to go to central research. But we need to be quick.
Hello? Jesse? Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
If I look away, it hurts me.
What the fuck?
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
Fuck?
way! I was like 3 shots off at best! Oh my god, are you fucking kidding? I've been going... Hurry up! Just hurry up. So it killed him. I can't believe it fucking killed him.
Hello? Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip? Philip?
If I look away, it hurts me.
Oh.
I can't get out, and I can't... Maybe I regret it. sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
Fuck?
God, I love this game. Bosses are broken. Oh boy. I can do this.
Hello? Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
If I look away, it hurts me. This sounds like the board, but I... can't understand it.
Fuck?
I shot that ball 3 times! Gonna rewatch that and tell me later if I fucking hit that fucking ball. According to my aim. Because I'm pretty sure that last shot would have hit it. It better explode. But now I know how to do it. I gotta fucking get close to the... Shoot the ball, throw it back. Shoot the ball, throw it back.
Hello? Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
Oh,
Philip?
is this the bureau fridge?
If I look away, it hurts me. This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it. Fuck? There's no black pyramid here. The fridge seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
didn't want to just... I didn't want to just... I'm walking so tired of loading screens. I am so tired of loading screens. Where the fuck has my game gone? Wow, so much lag.
Some of the security cameras aren't working. How do I get those fixed?
Maintenance step.
How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone. Something happened before I could get him out.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty. But if you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral. The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Lots of interesting data off that subject the Rangers brought in.
I heard that he voluntarily entered captivity.
just no normal piece of paper. Okay, we need to know where it's headed. We need to find the pages.
I've heard some whack job theories, but that one takes the cake. Earth planes. Oh, what the hell? That's a new one.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA.
It's definitely in here somewhere. But where? Cleanse and contain the moving letters. But where the fucking moving letters? Maybe they're not all in the building. Maybe they're in other places within this facility? Maybe? I'm gonna say yeah. No, it's definitely all in dead letters, but where in dead letters? Oh, hello. Have I been up here? Thanks to the recent voting ban in my state, I'm happy to inform you I will not be voting for you in the next election. As everyone knows, smoking is being banned because smoke is toxic to the aliens the government sold our planets to in a secret deal. If humans keep smoking, the aliens will be able to live on Earth. Our air will be poison to them. If the government traitors can't stop people from smoking, then you won't get your millions of dollars from the aliens. I have a website. People know what's going on. We're going to keep smoking no matter what. This is a national emergency. Politicians are handling the planet over the aliens overlords. We won't let you. We will resist. I will smoke forever. Sound, proud smoker, brilliant patriot. I'm just gonna pause it here for a second. If any Americans ever watch this, please, for the love of Christ, God, do not follow any of these fucking conspiracies. Prophets. You have questions, the prophets have your answers. If you are truly intrigued, but watch the time. You've lost about 45 days in the last 4 years. The shortening of days. This is why Vatican is a sundial that, and also simultaneously a keyhole. Another thing, while I'm here, if you want a secret of everything, compare plasma next to your brain cells. The sun and moon are composed of plasma, simply light, not planets. After this cemented in your psyche, ponder the current whereabouts of where you and I, humanity, reside. Cheers! What the fuck? What the fuck are these people on?
I need to know where it's gonna end up. Done and done.
Black paper Black rock paneling suppresses the item's effect. Stack of 4 envelopes, each containing a single page of a paper. All 4 letters are illegible due to the extreme water damage. Envelopes curiously do not show any signs of such damage and are covered in messages of love. Items are to be moved short distance at pace of less than and always in a direction. This is first altered item to have multiple separate parts, a fact previously believed to be impossible by. I propose to take items outside the order cells and follow their movement to its final destination as undiscussed with the budget committee. Item was found in a dead letter archives with the head archive found it attempting to escape a filing cabinet. She reports having no record of items in her archive letter. Oh, the fridge! You know unique. Oh, this is updated. Arctic Queen brand electricity refrigerator from 1960s. No cooling functionality. The door is decorated with crayon illustrations by blah. The illustrations cannot be removed by the item. From the item, all attempts to fail. Paper cannot be burned or torn. The first came into the brewer's attention after it survived the collapse of the New York City Grand Central Hotel, where it served as an appliance in the apartment rented by a man named. It became a social local infamy after surviving the building's collapse undamaged. who was out of the building at the time of collapse, retained ownership until 1974, when the Peru purchased the items through false identity. Now, altered effect has been observed. Okay. But why? I want to know... I want to know more about the... Here we go.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable. Something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever reached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
Construct.
Reminder. If the contents of your workspace have been rearranged...
See, I don't understand that one. What do you mean if the contents? Let's... Ooh. Oh yes, that's right. Vivid Dreams. The esteemed members of the American Psychiatric Council, I am writing to inquire about the significance of dreams in relation to one's mental health. I am aware that many books purport to contain the two meanings of dreams, but I have a reservation about the legitimacy. I do not understand that this is not usually done, but I would greatly appreciate your thoughts on my condition. Ever since I was young, I've had intensely vivid dreams that only occur sporadically, but in them I witness very strange events. I understand dreams can be real at times, but these feel remarkably different. They do not occur often, perhaps only once or twice a year. Last night I had one, a small, empty town. It was utterly dark, with a lake at the center. Shadows of people moved around, muttering odd things. A light bright woke me up. I was screaming in my sleep. My wife had been shaking me for minutes before I woke. Because of this incident, I have decided to seek help. The doctor says I'm physically fine, but I wanted to consider your expertise. Thank you for your valuable time. Yours sincerely, Richard Balker. Balker. I'm gonna go with Balker, because Balker. Is there anything higher? No, wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Where? I'm in a placid suit in the pinstripe world. I'm a plaid suit in a pinstripe. Why is there redacted? What? Why is that in the game? Like, why? Makes no sense whatsoever for that to be in the game. Okay. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for. White kitchen. Dear gentlemen of science of... My tongue died. It's been sometimes dismissed my initial letter. I hope I'm not in the case you've dismissed my claims outright. It is in hope that I'm writing you to seek more ask your understanding the oddity that befallen me in my house. I recently begun renting a new apartment in the city. Oh, for fuck's sake. Dude, the city. The space is nothing special. Rather, for a time I have found isolation quite soothing. Recently I began experiencing strange occurrences. When I'm in my kitchen, a tiny little thing with not much but a sink, I sometimes lose myself. My surroundings change. I find myself standing in a strange dark stone. I stare out and the colour of the sky as white as undisturbed, no terrifying of moving. Perhaps this is a brain issue? I think not. It feels terribly real. This has been occurring for some months now. I have become frightened of entering my kitchen. It's not too much of an inconvenience. I would dearly appreciate a visit from one of your professionals to see what make of it. Await your response with very little expectation, but with great hope. See, that one who talks... Dark stones. See, I would be going there to that one. That one sounds legit because it's describing what we see in the astral plane of it. So, I've been searching toilets. I never saw this in the toilet. What? Stuff I'm always finding new things. I'm gonna guess that's where the boss is of the game.
So much technology.
He's a valuable resource alive, and Pope forbade any physical harm. Of course, if you disagree, you could always go tell her.
No, that's fine. I'm sure we can find a more constructive use of our time.
Did you hear that the Hiss prisoner they captured is the director's brother?
Brother? And she brought him here? She's gonna get us all killed.
What if she's working with the Hiss? Isn't it strange she showed up just when they did?
Shut up.
Evidence admitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan
Where is he?
is here.
But where is he?
But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protects something else affecting the situation. I need to... He seems...
I want to see.
Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
What's this one? Timeline of events. Okay, it's just basically they're asking questions. Speech analysis, what? Station mission now agreed in the form of vocalization of express using him vocal calls and speech. Would there be a difference if the incantation was recited in a different language? I want you want to listen, you want to listen, you want this to be true. You must want the waves to drag you away. We the Hiss referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity possibility all non-Hiss life wants to join it to be consumed by it? Is that it? The word is through and time. This is probably the Hiss stating how to arrive here. Or introduction of its age. It's clear intention of the words dismissing incantations as nonsense. Some of them make it recommend is beyond idiotic.
They're endangering us by bringing this in. Trench is still around. Can't stop us.
Happiness comes with white birds, the yellow and red and neon. You are a worm through time. The thunder's hum distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been in your youth. Want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's hum distorts you. Happiness comes. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's hum distorts you.
That's Dylan. Can you hear me? Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
You've always been in your youth. Want this to be true.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person.
That's good that he's
Always
talking.
a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The Hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can
to
you
be
stop
true.
that? Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit! Shit! He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
To the song time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. Who distorts you? Happiness comes. White pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror of the inverted is
They're endangering us by bringing up this...
I have no words for that whole entire
I don't think I
conversation.
ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp, even got rookie stick. Anyway, no, my old ranger squad was a group. There was 6, Remus, Hazard, Cho, God. They were supposed to get back from the next Beers and Wings plan. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we all wore these pouches around our neck. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread...
Keep an eye out. I have to go.
You're not the only one.
I still no new outfits, and that annoys me. God damn it. God damn it. What was I going? That's not where I wanted to go. Transit corridor north. Wait, it's in containment as well? Well, that's not happening. Actually, before we do that, let's go back down to the power plant and deal with the let's just do this one because that will be the easiest, and we'll deal with getting the safe because we need to get the safe. The safe is paramount to our continued survival. I don't know why I haven't been able to get the safe, but I'll go back and see if I can get the safe. And if not, then there has to be a way to get it, because it's like one of the first items. We've got every other item but the safe, which is why I'm struggling so damn hard. Now that I realise it. It's definitely quote-unquote shield. And if it reacts the way I think it will react, it means that I'll be able to certain attacks and still attack. Okay. So we need to go not that way, but the central maintenance. Because that's the only way in there. What? There has to be a way to get the safe. How are we supposed to get in there? Ah. Where's the last? There's the last. Is that all we had to do? Seriously? I would never have thought of that. Well, I did, but that's not the point. Is that the safe?
So I just read this. Welcome to the Ranger Field Training course. The course must be completed in a specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Huh? Oh, this way.
"45 seconds remaining."
What? Oh, you have to...
30 seconds remaining.
Where's the last one?
5 seconds remaining. Course failed. Try again, Ranger.
Come on.
What the? Get on there.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining. 15 seconds remaining. Course complete. Congratulations, Rainer.
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course. It's protecting itself. We need to hit it harder to break that shield.
So it's none of the rounds. We're going on my energy, I think. What? Do they stabilize after time? Yay, I got all 3 of them.
Time to have a shield.
Now that I got that, everyone's fucking happy. We get cheese. Which is a little broken. How long could I hold this up? This is like indefinite? I wonder, can I leave most of this behind? So yeah, it's indefinite. So you drop it. And now I want to know what this does. Oh, that's useful. What does that do now? Oh my god. Such good abilities. Be back in a few seconds. And I'm back. Fast travel back down to this. I didn't realize there was this huge area in Central. I swear that wasn't there before. I'm gonna have a look at that. And then I'm gonna have to go on into the stream, I think. Nah, we'll go down. This is the way.
Possibly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through.
Ashtray maze. Hello.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through.
The binder?
The things we hid in dimensional research. The things Darling studies. The danger and risk involved. Call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
You should have. Well, you let me through? Fuck you. Fine. Okay, let's go here and continue the main quest line, finish this particular chapter and call it a night, I guess. That's a really good lock, though. Yeah, I did say. What the fuck? I did see that there were hello. a little bit of information to you. Okay, I don't know what that's about. I read it, but I'm too tired. Even if you want, pause if you want to read the full thing. My throat's getting sore, so sore. It's definitely not that way. Where did we see a level 6 security door? I don't know, we did see it for security. I guess it must have been like on the other side. I think we saw it.
Male, age 28, returned from the astral plane approximately 13 minutes ago. This was his 21st dive. Patient is experiencing migraine-like pain, intense pressure behind the eyes, and partial blindness. He has no recollection of his time in the astral plane and appears severely disoriented. Preliminary examination revealed no immediate cause, so we will be sending the patient for x-rays and... What the fuck is that thing? Nothing burst right out of him. Call Black! Get Marshall!
So not that way, but maybe? No, I'm gonna run back through it. Reach the other side. Ignore these guys because I'm a nutter. Oh, you've locked me in here. One down, only a few more to go. Oh, wait, I'm locked in here. So where am I going? Nope, I haven't been. So not that way, so maybe this way? Into here? Makes sense.
1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power. An ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top-secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
Oh. That's, very useful. I still don't know how to get there. Ah. Here we go. Oh. What the f is that? Okay. In Albany! Geraldton. Near Geraldton, I think. Been there once. I have to get there again. It's good fun.
To find new prime candidates, the Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
Hmm? There's a limit to these. Okay.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector. All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
This light projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
The psychiatrists were made to make her forget.
I wish things had gone differently and ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Phaeton, prime candidate 6. And the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name. It's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Robert's got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
These fucking... Wait, it's literally us two. I had feelings it was, but...
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects like a baseball.
Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, Meg!
That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Okay. Mr. Bones terrifies me slightly. Western Australia. Holy shit. We have a Cauldron Lake in Western Australia. Features of another Alan Wake, creating AW, shouldered and Mr. Cookman, head of investigation, Bright Falls, WA, first event, break out of this, Bray Walker, Alan Wake, arrived at the site 2 days alone to give the event was over. Interviews conducted refer to the 1970 Thomas Zane, 1976, 1978, and worked believed to investigate the old light switch, possible object of power that was missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered from the search. Home safe? That last bit is a bit, yeah. Blood occasionally emerges seams around the object's door. Tests confirm the blood is not human. X-rays taken to the object indicate that something is trapped inside, although the images are always blurred, which indicates the contents of the object are all moving. All attempts to open the door have been unsuccessful. I wonder what's inside. B6, B7. So yeah, we're the only prime candidates. 5 below are all dead, I'm gonna guess.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
What? Dead dog? So you keep it to Livy and raise you a dead dog, ha! Like a straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on it and everything. I've been rolling in that box ever since I packed it up. Can't imagine how that smelled. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got to watch a parade of human teeth. What the fuck? House, where's the carpus, possibly canine. Okay, sure. Okay. So somewhere in this entire base is a dead dog, and that is something not fun.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments. Very different ones, sure, but both in a cell of some sort. Am I out of the cell now, or is all this, the house and being the director, just another cell? Who's really in charge here?
New York subway.
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
So not many people find this document. No. Document. Typewritten page supplement. The page was discovered in the instance of the Ocean View Motel Casino. Let's the investigation. Pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral. For 10 years I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they are all the same. It's a hideous trap. For every thought made real, for your desire, how can I ever know? For sure, I've escaped and not. Just lost in my own fantasy of it. That thought alone can drive you mad. The identifiable words are the scratched along out to the bottom portion. Falls, haunting, wake. Light switch, ocean, too late. You've been warned. Huh.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Why would I want to rotate the tracks? Ooh, wait a minute, I know that one. I know that one. Yeah, boy. So much health in those things now. Teeth. Guess who had to inspect and bound Livy for like 100 tiny little boxes? Me, that's who. And you know who what was inside each one? A fucking single human tooth. Fucking gross. Okay.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it. It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
What are these things for? That's something I would like to know. Ah, it was so that this would open. Is there anything up? Nope. 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 What? I dodged! Fine. General Inspector's comments. We've been going for 2 hours. It's fucking quite late for me. I'm gonna call it a night if I've run out of drink. Which I have. I went down the side of my face. Alright. We'll come back this tomorrow. Get it done. get it all sorted, and finish it off. All 10 chapters. Sounds like a plan. See you tomorrow.